In this lesson we will see another way of using test automation, and we will use an inbuilt class called JUnit. And we shall see how this JUnit class actually makes life even easier for a tester. So the thing I will go in and test is a day. In order to do this, I need to open a special tool called Show Unit Testing Tools. When that is done, you can see on the left pane here there's something called Run Tests, which we'll do in a moment. And then I go here and right click on it, and now we'll see there's come up a little extra possibility to create a test class. When we do it this way, the test class will automatically go in and be bound. That is, it's shown behind the day class. And that means that we're going to use this one here, testing day. Double click on it. And we can see there has been already generated a constructor, two methods set up and tear down. And these methods are for doing some warming up, can say. That is, if we want to do something before we actually call a test, and to do something after the test has been done. That is not so important for the moment. Let's go back to this one. Now what I will do now is I want to create a test method, and the thing I'm going to test is actually to see if I can put in free appointments into day. Therefore, the name of the test will be free appointments, like this. Okay, immediately when I click here, you should notice that a little red spot will be lightened up here, and the actions I then perform will actually be recorded and used for later building up this method. So as usually I need some kind of date here, and I need to make an appointment. Let's say it's at 1 hour, and for easiness I strongly suggest you just to call it A here. And then of course I can go in and I can create the next appointment. And one more appointment, so I end up to have 3 appointments down here. These appointments I now need to put into the day. The first one will be A in the morning. When I click over here, notice carefully what happens now. Here pops up something new. Actually the method result here should be true, and therefore I decide that I also expect that the result is true. This here is going to be used a little bit later in a method called assert equals, as we shall see. So I add the A, B, and C now. High noon for B. I also here expect it true, as we can see from here. And finally C. Let's make it as the last one of the day. Fine, and also this one I expect to be true. Now I have created a day here, and inside day there are now these 3 appointments. Just make a fast show here. Sorry, it should not be like this. So let's see for the next thing. Go in here. We have all the tests. So I just think we stop the tests now for the method, like this. Let's see what happened. Right here inside this method is now automatically recording what we actually did. We created a day, then we created 3 appointments, A, B, C, and then when I call this method make appointment here, I actually expect that this appointment will go fine. So I expect that it will return a true for all of them here. This one here is not so necessary, cannot be done when I'm recording, so let's just remove it right away. So next step is now to see how to run this test. There's a button called Run Test, so of course we can see run all compiled test classes in this package. That should be interesting enough to do. Let's just compile it first. Voila. Here we can see there comes up a test result. We can see there's a green tick. It stands for that it has made everything fine. Let's double click on it. See if we can see it. No, nothing pops up. Only if there are some errors here, it will actually pop up. That means I don't need to do any manual inspection. I have done the thoughts about the test automation before I actually go in and create the test methods. And only if something goes wrong, I should go in and inspect carefully. Let's go back here and make a little manual change here, because that is also possible. Let's make one more appointment. D. And then let's say I also want to add this appointment here, like this. Now let's compile it. No errors, it's fine. Let's go back here. And then let's try to run the test again. Now we can see it pops up and say there's one failure here. Let's click on it. What is the reason for this failure here? Well, actually we are not allowed to make in 2 appointments at the same time. So therefore, of course, we should expect it to say false here and not true. Let's try to compile again. Everything fine. Close this one down and run the test again. And now we can see everything is fine. I have made all the test here and it goes fine through. And also where I try to do something which is actually illegal, namely take a double booking here, it should also go in and give a green tick mark here, because I say false, and that is what I expect. Fine. Of course, now one can go in and make more test methods, and that you are welcome to do in the next assignment, which I strongly recommend you to do. Sit and play a little bit around with this diary testing, double booking. What will happen if we have a 2-hour booking? What now if we try, for example, to put something in that is actually outside the range of the time from 9 to 17. So good luck with that too.